Hello, friends! It is I, Sarah, and today we are going to be going on a fantastic journey. Today we're going to be doing the intimidating Tbr Tag. This is a tag about intimidating books on your TBR. This tag was created by Lindsay Ray. Everyone's been doing it. I wasn't tagged, but I'm doing it. Anyway, question 1. What book have you been unable to finish? So, I've been going on a kick lately where I've just been finishing all the books that I started in the past and never finished. I just finished like 4 books that were like in various stages of doneness. And there's only one book left that I need to finish, and that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I read like, I don't even know how many pages I read, like 200 or 300 pages. I don't know, but yeah, so this is the only undone one, so this one by default. It's really good though. I'm totally gonna be picking it up ASAP. Question 2, what book have you yet to read because you just haven't had the time? So for this is Under the Dome by Stephen King. So I picked this up at a party where people were moving and they had a bunch of books and they said that you weren't allowed to leave unless you took some of their books that they didn't want. It's my kind of party. It's so huge. How many pages is it? 1,037 pages. And then I've also heard that the ending sucks terribly. So I'm really hesitant to pick it up because it's such a time commitment and I don't have time for this. So if you've read this, please tell me your thoughts because I'm kind of tempted to get rid of it now after hearing such meh things on such a giant block of text. Like, what is this nonsense? Ooh. Question 3, what book have you been unable to finish because it is a sequel? And for this I picked Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Just because I don't know, I just have been spoiled for the end of Allegiant, the last book, and everyone gives really mixed reviews, so it just hasn't been very high on my priority in terms of sequels. Like, I really like Divergent. I own the entire series, so I should read it. I just haven't yet. But I will, because I got this in my possession, so I should read it. But yeah. Question 4. What book have you been unable to finish because it is brand new? I actually don't own any like super hot off the presses books. The last like new release I got was Lady Midnight. I don't know, can you see that? By Cassandra Clare. Fantastic. Super good. Question 5. What is a book that you haven't been able to read yet because you read a book by the same author and you didn't like it, so you're hesitant to pick up this one? So for me, this is gonna have to be The Host by Stephanie Meyer. Now, I have had this for a long ass time and I just haven't read it. I love the Twilight series. It holds like a nostalgic part of my heart, but I'm just really nervous to pick up The Host because, one, I've heard that it's quite good, but it was set up for a sequel and the sequel never got written, so that's a part of it. But I'm just like, I don't know, conflicted on reading it. Twilight, I love it, but at the same time it's not a literary masterpiece at all, so I don't know. So I'm so conflicted. Number 6, name a book you just haven't read yet because you're not in the mood for it. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know, I love high fantasy, but right now I think I'm a little bit burned out of high fantasy. Like, I've read a ton of it in quite a short amount of time, so I'm just not in the mood for such a girthy thing. I don't know. I know I'm gonna love it when I read it. If I am turning to my bookshelf for something to read, I just never pick up Mistborn. I don't know. Tell me to read it. Please. Number 7, a book you haven't gotten around to yet because it's humongous. This one's actually on my e-reader, my Kobo, but that is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. This book is like 1,000 pages long, and it is in very old style kind of stuffy writing, but according to the book subreddit, I go on the book subreddit a lot. Apparently it's fantastic, apparently it's amazing, apparently it's everybody's favorite book, so I got a e-copy on my Kobo because it's in the public domain, so you can get like a free copy because it's super old, but oh man. Like it used to be periodical, so like every week a chapter would be released. So it's quite long. It was not meant to be a one novel. It was supposed to be read in increments, but it's just so intimidating. I think I'm gonna read it because I'm going on a vacation at the end of April. I'm gonna have to be reading off of my Kobo because I can't lug 20 books with me because I read like 2 a day when I'm on vacation. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and read that while I'm on vacation because it's so big. Oh man. Number 8. What is a book you have yet to read because it was a cover buy and now you're just kind of meh on the actual content? Okay, so for this one, it's a cover buy in the sense that I didn't look it up. Like, the cover is really, really ugly. I didn't buy it because I thought the cover was pretty, but that is Need by Carrie Jones. I picked this up because I read the back of the cover and it's talking about fairies and stuff, so I was like, wow, that sounds really awesome. So I bought it. It was used at a used bookstore. But then I went on to Goodreads when I got home and the reviews were super meh. But I really like reading fairy books, so that's kind of why I picked it up. I was like, ooh, this is probably good. Probably a good one. It's obviously the most horrendous cover. Like, this is really bad. Really bad. So I'm not saying it's a beautiful cover, but just the back information. No research was done into that one, so we don't know. Number 9. What is a book that you haven't read yet because it's the most intimidating book on your TBR? I don't know. This one, I guess, is gonna have to be Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I mean, all the books I've showed you are pretty intimidating. This one I read way back in high school, but I honestly cannot remember anything about it. I read it as a library book. I have never read this physical copy. I've been meaning to reread it because I don't remember it at all. Like, I sped read it in like 9th grade. But yeah, so this book is super intimidating because I know it took me a long ass time when I was younger. Just like super intimidating. Ha. And that brings us to question 10. Who do you tag? So I want to tag some people, and hopefully you guys haven't done it. I didn't actually check, but I want to be tagging Sarah Without an H, Chammy from Reads Like Wildfire, Brandon from Brandon the Book Addict. So yeah, hopefully you guys haven't done this tag yet because I didn't check. Sorry for that. But yeah, so intimidating books. Please let me know in the comments below what your most intimidating books on your TBR are, because I would love to know. And if you've read any of the books that I haven't read that I showed you today and you loved them, please tell me, or if you hated them, tell me also. I just want to like know what I should prioritize because I have so many unread books. My TBR is massive at this point. It's like pretty bad. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. My name is Sarah and I will see you guys later.